back to Full Hands, Full House. Today I want to talk a little bit about meal planning. As you know, I feed 9 people every night. So there's our family of 7, and then we have a neighbor and a friend who's always here. And sometimes the friend changes, but I usually count on there'll always be one extra person around our dining room table. So I need to be able to plan for, usually ends up being 14 days at a time. So what I will do is I have my my planner here, and I will count how many days I need to plan for. Basically, it's just in between the pay periods, like I know I've talked about before, and that usually ends up being about 14 days. So that's my biggest tool right here is this book, and it's really pretty. It says find the beauty in every day, and it's just really nice. It makes it really a pleasant chore that I have to do anyways. And then every night when I sit down, I've cleaned up the kitchen, the kids are all busy doing something else, I write what we ate. It's all well and good to say this is my meal plan and this is what we're gonna eat, but you know, sometimes there isn't time to roast the vegetables, or the fries didn't get made, or maybe we just decided to go out. Well, the actual eating that we've actually done gets written down in this book. And sometimes if it's something that everybody just really loved, I'll make notes like, this was a great meal, or make again, or I'll just put a star or a heart by it or whatever. And sometimes there are total Pinterest fails that nobody wants to see again, and I write that down as well. So this is like my biggest help, is my book, my planner book. And I can also tell, like, okay, we've had, 4 nights of ground turkey meals. Maybe next week I need to be a little bit heavier on the chicken, or maybe we've just had meat for 14 days in a row. So I'll know, okay, it's time to sprinkle in vegetarian meals for the cost, but also because we need a break from all the meat. So that's my biggest help right there. The other thing that really helps is I mentioned Pinterest fails. Okay, I love Pinterest. I have a Pinterest board, and on Pinterest I am Kim, mom of 5. It's the number 5, so it's KIMMOM of 5. And I have a board on there, and it's just prepped meals. That's what the title of the board is, prep meals. And I will, after I have figured out how many days I need food for, which I said is usually 14, sometimes it's as much as 17, I'll go to Pinterest, I'll pick out either our tried and trues or something new that I've wanted to try, and I will populate that board, prepped meals. And that kind of does a couple of things for me. First of all, I know where they are when I'm making my grocery list. I don't have to flip through 5 or 6 boards. Did I put it on Cheap Eats? Did I put it on Easy Makes for Fall? I know I can just go to prep meals, pull it up, it'll have the ingredient list. I can make my grocery list based on that. It also helps the night of. If it's a recipe that I haven't made several times, I don't have it memorized yet, it helps me to be able to pull up prep meals and put it in a little stand where I'm cooking in the kitchen, and I can refer to it easily. Because if I have to go through all of my boards, I'm probably gonna fall down a rabbit hole, and I'm gonna say, oh, well, maybe this would be a fun recipe, or oh, I should do this, or I'm gonna look at the season's new shoes. I'm gonna end up wasting a lot of time and no dinner's being made. So if I keep that prep meals populated, it helps with that as well. So now I will go ahead and I will show you how I actually do the planning, and coincidentally, what we're gonna be eating for the next 14 meals. And then tomorrow I will tape and make a video for you of my haul, of what it actually took to make these meals. So this is the last menu that was up, and I told you before, I keep the menus in a cabinet where I can easily refer to it, but my family also can look at it and they can kind of say, oh, you know what, chicken and waffles is on there. I really want to make sure we eat that tonight. And it's like, great, okay, I will definitely make that for you because I already have all of the ingredients, and so I'm definitely open to input. Especially, if before I make my menu, they give me input. I'm always really sensitive to listen to that too, because I can't imagine if I never got to have any say in what I ate. So I do try to listen to them. Okay, so this was the last 2 weeks. So I make just a list. I know for this particular pay period, I needed 13 meals. And I know that a couple of them are gonna be Taco Tuesdays. And these Taco Tuesdays ended up being at home. Sometimes we go to the place that's 2 minutes down the road for Taco Tuesday, and that's a lot of fun too. I count up how many date nights I'm gonna need. Well, in this case, I knew there were gonna be 2 Wednesdays. And date night is the same casserole almost every Wednesday. Sometimes it varies, but usually not. And then I knew I had 13 meals left. So I just simply labeled it 1 through 13, and I started filling in stuff from my book over here that I knew that they liked. So if you look at last month, 7 layers. Chili, everybody really liked that. It has an exclamation point by it. Let's see. So we had to go to a health insurance meeting, so I knew we were going to need to eat out because that was going to be a crazy night. Things like that. Barbecued pulled pork loin on bun with waffle fries. And anytime you see CP, it means crock pot for me. So back over to the last 13 days. So, chili and cornbread, that was something that one of my daughters really wanted. She says it's her favorite meal. Chicken and stuffing is one of their favorite meals. Chili and cornbread, the friend that comes a lot, that's his favorite meal. So, I try to make sure it's like, these are your favorites. I'll work with that, I try to pepper in some really easy meals, like a chicken sandwich with baked potatoes in the crock pot. So that's, really simple. That's like almost completely hands-off time. Or if I'm running late, the kids can take care of that themselves. Over here, you'll see I wrote down have pork loins and kielbasa. So I have those already in the freezer. So really your cheapest ingredients are the ingredients you've already paid for. So I will write those down and make sure I use those over here. So if it's highlighted in yellow, it means we actually ate them. So did we get to the pulled pork nachos? No, but we definitely did do the chicken sandwiches. Yes, we had meatball sandwiches, but we didn't have a chance to make the waffle fries. We were just running too short on time that night. So I know if I go to my freezer right now, waffle fries are still in there. Pesto ravioli, it's still in there. That's actually what we're going to have tonight. So fast forward to the next 14 meals. Once again, 2 date nights, 2 Taco Tuesdays. We're doing both of our Taco Tuesdays out. So pesto ravioli, that's tonight. If it's got a star by it, it means I've already got all of the ingredients for it. I don't have to add that to my grocery list. Pulled pork nachos, same thing. I even still have the bag of chips downstairs. So we're gonna have enchiladas and chips, burrito bowls with chips. Chips are kind of a running theme in our house. Right now, the kids are really into them. Meatball sandwiches, they were a big hit before. This time we really will try and make those waffle fries, which are still in the freezer. Chili and saltines. So I make really great cornbread. Guess what I end up throwing away? My really great cornbread. And everybody's eating these saltines. So fine, I will save myself the trouble, the expense, and the time in the kitchen, and I will buy them a box of saltines. Chicken and stuffing was huge. Rolls are always a big thing. I buy Sister Schubert's rolls from Sam's. You get a gigantic bag for $4.50. Like, I will never make another homemade roll as long as I live. Broccoli rice casserole, it's something new that one of the kids thought would be good. Muffins will be the side. Mac and cheese and hot dogs, I'm not gonna eat hot dogs, but I will eat some chicken sausages, so I'll make sure to get those too. Enchilada casserole, it's with penne. And this is another new one that we've not had before, so I hope we like it. Like I said, it's on my Pinterest board. A date night casserole, 2 taco nights out. I come down here and I make sure I have a list of snacks. These aren't all the snacks we're gonna have in the house. These are snacks that I'm gonna make. Every day at our house at 3 o'clock is snack time. You can set your watch by it. People start to get hangry and it gets real ugly around here if I don't have a snack out at 3. These are desserts. An apple dump cake, it goes in the crock pot. 2-minute fudge is literally 2 minutes. It's so great. And muffins. For lunches, I tried to make a list of those too, just because we don't always have leftovers anymore. Yeah, leftovers is listed under here, but that's if there actually are any. Sometimes they eat everything in sight, plus a few things. Grilled cheese sandwiches, tomato soup, ramen. In a perfect world, nobody'd eat ramen, but it's not a perfect world. Tuna salad, egg sandwiches, and those are like a fried egg on a bagel kind of thing. Ravioli, yeah, it's the canned kind. I'm not eating it, but they want to. And they can make it themselves, so who cares? Leftovers, if it's a perfect world. And salads, there's always, always, always salad makings in our fridge. That being said, everything up here always comes with a side of salad. It is out, it is on our buffet. If you eat it, awesome. If you don't, that's more for those who do want to eat it. That's fine. After 18 years of parenting, I am so over the fight of eat your veggies. You do or you don't, that's up to you and Jesus. So, with that being said, this is what I'm gonna go gather tomorrow. Half of it I ordered from Walmart. Some of the things I ordered, here, I can switch this around so you can actually see me again, I think. Nope, can't figure it out. Okay, so back to the talking hand. So the other half of that I will get at Aldi's because they're right next door to each other. And because Thanksgiving is next week, I do have a couple of things I have to pick up at Sam's. And anyways, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for my grocery haul. Bye.